Hey, fellow YouTubers. I don't really know what this. Here's the pound. It weighs like a pound. I got a lot of pounds in here. Like 10 pounds. What up? We can't be too loud. My roommate's sleeping. We just got done playing soccer. We tied. We should have won though. Team sucked. About me. I don't know. I'm a business guy. I'm a little twerp. I like music. Actually, let me tell you a little story. I'm a military brat. I'm going to tell you why we shouldn't have... I got some Russian rubles in here if I can find them. War. My sister just got back from Iraq. My dad was in Desert Storm, and the only reason why he didn't go to Iraq was he was forced into retirement. My cousin went to Iraq. Let's just say a lot of us went to Iraq. Here's the reason why we shouldn't be over there. Every time we knock on one of their doors and enter their building, we separate the men from the women. Hey, I just wanted to get back to the story. This is a story that takes place in Desert Storm. Desert Storm. Remember that? Remember? We wanted oil and we went over there or something? Anyways, my dad was a captain. He was a captain, he had a bunch of men underneath him. Maybe he was a lieutenant, I don't remember. Anyways, he was in, the group he was in was 432nd Civil Affairs. What he did was deal with, try to get water, supplies, get housing, and all that stuff for, what's the name of the word? I can't think of the name. You know, those people that run away from war, they get stranded, and he was part of the affairs where he was in Bosnia and stuff like that too. Anyway, there was this one time he comes back to his tent, and the hospital had released some patients, but they didn't know what to do with them, so they left them up to his troop, or his patrol, which was they called Gumby's Patrol. Just kidding. What they did, but anyways, the hospital left a bunch of men with missing limbs hanging all over his poles in his tent. So there's probably 5 or 6 guys with no limbs hanging around. So, you know, that's military, you know, it's over in, it's over across the seas, you know. That's the kind of stuff that they did, like if they broke some kind of rule, if they stole, they would lose an arm. So, that's how they took care of the laws over there. And my dad had about 5 or 6 of them. He had to find places to put them, and they had missing limbs, and they were hanging on the poles. And that's just one of many stories. Me personally, I've had a lot of stories too, but I never was in the military. My stories were on a personal. When I traveled, I stayed with people, with the locals. I stayed with the locals in their house. In Russia, I stayed with the Russians. In England, I stayed with the English, and in China, in China, I stayed with the Filipinos, but they lived there. Actually, I stayed in a hotel, and I was hosted by the Filipinos. Anyways. Now I'm in Star Trek. Yeah, I'm not really good with this video. I see a woman and destroyed her house to find whatever. As soon as we leave, that next day, that gentleman that we separated from the woman is murdered because he had an association with an American. How do I know this? Because my brother-in-law told me about this stuff. There's so many different reasons why we shouldn't be over there. The war is personal to me. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I just had a great time at the Midwest thing, you know? I don't know. Alright, well, hey, have a good one, you guys.